Obviously, week off between games. What do you guys as a team feel like you really kind of accomplished this week here?
We was able to kind of get our bodies rested more so without a game this week. I say having a couple of days off, I think that'll help a lot. The physical play is something that every team has to deal with. So having this week off, I think will help us.
How much is an emotional breather too after what I imagine was a pretty intense week for you guys between those two games?
It feels a lot different, I would say, because last week, actually every week since conference play started, you go Tuesday, Friday, or we went Wednesday, Friday last week, I think. It's a big difference just having this week off. It's almost like you got a lot more time on your hands.
Coach talks a lot about recruiting kids who want to be Cyclones. What was it about Iowa State that made you want to come here and be part of this program?
He talks about, us wanting to be Cyclones. I think he wanted us to be Cyclones just as bad as we want to be Cyclones, if that makes sense. They recruited me really hard, so it really made my decision easy.
What was it about their pitch that made you want to come here?
I think it was the communication and the effort that they put in. They came to see me a few times, whether I was in Buffalo or Minneapolis, and then on the visit, I like the guys and things like that. So, we got a lot of good guys here, and I could kind of sense that. So that's what kind of led me here.
What kind of statement can you guys make if, in fact, you're successful on the Texas trip?
I think it will show that, we can play consistently on the road. We got one road win so far, but if we get two or one win on this road trip, I think it'll just prove we could play on the road consistently.
Is it the road stuff? Is it just the fans? Is it the arena, or is it the whole getting there and coming from the time you get there to the time you get back?
Yeah, I think it's a little bit of everything. Like you said, the fans, they do make a difference like they do for us. You know what I'm saying? It gets loud in other places as well. I don't know if it gets as crazy as Hilton for sure, but it does get loud, and when the crowd gets into it, you're on offense, they might make it hard to get the calls and things like that, but you just got to play through those types of things. And then the travel, it might make a difference, but, there ain't no excuses regardless.
When we looked at the roster before the year, you see a lot of youth, you see a lot of new guys that are jumping up a level, whether it's Buffalo or UNLV or Wofford. It didn't scream immediate and high level success. Here you guys are a game out of first place. What has allowed you to overcome, I guess, what the roster would suggest would hold you back?
I think the coaches do a great job of bringing us together, doing a lot of activities, whether that's on the court or off the court, that bring you together as a team. Like, we do a lot of hard things in the off season, and when you go through hard things with a group of people, it brings you guys together. So the games, obviously they're hard, but they're not as hard as I would say some of the things we did in the off season.
As you were being sold on joining this program, how much did you think about playing Big 12 basketball, being in this grind, knowing what you're up against, and how, I guess, exciting and potentially daunting that can be throughout those?
Yeah, I thought about it. I don't think you could really know what's coming, you know what I'm saying, because it comes. Like, some things in life you just can't prepare for, you know what I'm saying? Like, you can prepare, but you can't, know exactly what it's going to be. So I thought about it, obviously, but I didn't know what it was going to be like. But it's definitely been an adjustment, but I feel like I'm adjusting well now.
What's kind of clicked for you here in these last 3 games where you played so well?
I think it's been, the coaches giving me confidence. After the BYU game, they kind of told me they wanted me to be more aggressive, hunting shots, things like that. So, I was kind of looking for only open shots beforehand, but in the Big 12 or in any probably high major conference, it's not going to be a lot of wide open shots. So just looking for the right shots and taking the right shots, I think that's what's kind of helped me to be able to score more.
How much has the commitment to the defensive end helped you when the shots aren't falling? You can shine in that aspect and know the shots aren't going to start falling again.
Defense, that's the number one thing here regardless. So if you don't play the defense, you're not going to see the court. So that's the motivation right there. You don't play D, you're not going to see the court. So I just try to give my best effort on defense, be disruptive in the passing lanes and on the ball, and, the offense will come.